Day 4, stayed up here, hiked our balls off yesterday, ran into some hunters over here. Not super ideal, but now we're gonna go over and try glassing the same canyon we came up. Hunters are really putting a damper on our style here. So, day 4, here we go. Kill one today, blue skies, gorgeous day. Oh, I got a sheep down there. Yeah, I got a sheep. So if you go down, okay, you see that little, there's a little green grass ledge down there on the rocks. Come down, and there's like a little flat green grass. He's right above that. It's a decent ram. I mean, whatever it is, could be the same one. Good work. Okay, so here's the play of the day. I got word of a hunter that I think has a legal ram inside, or they know where one's at, and their hunter's sitting in the tent. So I don't know what his deal is. I don't know if he's just tired, sick, I don't know. But they've called us and asked us if we think we could get there and make it, or to kill him. And of course, if they have a legal ram, that's where we're going. So we just walked about, I don't know, 6 miles out of the hills. Lost a bunch of elevation. One really close ram in there. He was beautiful too. He flared out, big lamb tips. But Jake couldn't put 8 annualize on him. Didn't feel he passed the stick test. So, too close to call, he said. So we're gonna cruise over here, probably take the Super Cub, fly in. We'll have to wait 12 hours once we land, and then find where the ram's at. I'll tell you what, we'll do whatever it takes to get him. That's what we're here for. So party on. About to head out. Go kill a sheep they called Twister. Day 5, hiking in. After the bull they call Twister. Bull. Ram. Quite a walk in here. Should put eyes on him. legal. Guess he's sitting about 5,000 feet. About 3,000 vert. Let's go up. So, day 5. That's what I always said. Perfect timing. Perfect timing to go shoot. Not too stressed. Had a great time. Let's go kill this thing. We made our ascent up the mountain where we were told this ram was hanging out. We sat all day on him, waiting for him to show face, which he never did. As we waited, we spotted numerous other sheep. We decided to glass back to where we came from, and to our surprise, we caught this old ram making his way across the rocky side hill above camp. It was getting late, so we decided to pull off the mountain, head back to camp, and make a plan for day 6. After talking about it, we all decided the old ram was worth a closer look. Day 6, so we got a ram that's questionable legal. We'll get on this one, but that big guy never showed up yesterday. So if this guy doesn't work out, get all the way on the ridge line, probably 4,000, 5,000 feet. There's 5 rams up there that we're trying to get his eyes on, so I'll keep you updated. Camp's down there. Alright, so let's ram up this. Been hiking for 3 hours on top of sheer cliff. Sheep hunting is no joke. Big country. Still gotta go up to that saddle right there. So we'll be above the sheep. See if we can get a legal ram in sight. So that's what's happening. Hopefully today's the day, day 6, and I have been hiking up mountains like that for 5 days. So it's time. It's beautiful. So we're sitting up here at about 200 feet, straight up a freaking gnarly mountain. Look, there's some sheep over to our right here. We haven't seen, gone over and looked at them yet. We're just trying to play the wind the best we can. I don't know, 4 more days, 5 more days counting today. So push it, grind it, and try to get it done, but it's gonna be, whatever we do, it's gonna be tough. I mean, that hike just took it out of me for sure. We've been doing this for 5 days straight, just up and down, up and down, up and down. And I don't know, pretty brutal. Alright, so we're sitting here. We got some rams right over this hill here. One of them may be legal. We're gonna wait him out and hopefully he'll come up on this ridge over here. It'll be a chip shot. About 200 yards legal. The moment he gives me the green light, I'm hammering down. It's time. After hanging tight for close to 6 hours, we finally got the look we had been waiting for. The ram was at 440 yards, and I had my gun doped and crosshairs on him. Unfortunately, we had a pretty heavy wind, shaking Jake's spotting scope, making it near impossible to get a confirmation on this ram. I cannot even describe the feelings I felt as I watched this ram walk out of my crosshairs and out of sight. Complete heartbreak. In this next scene, I let the pressure of the hunt get to me as I took a few moments and vented to the camera. Gotta say, it's been a very frustrating day. You know, I don't know a lot about Dall sheep hunting per se, but I do pride myself in knowing how to hunt. And I feel like on guided hunts, basically you're just a body following somebody. You have no opinion, no good ideas. Everything you do is just the wrong move. Got to be patient, which obviously that's not my strong suit. It's just frustrating. We just walked 3,000 vert, freaking straight up a strip cliff. Got to the sheep, sat on the sheep all day. So it was my call. I would have moved around on them earlier. Probably sat there for 5-6 hours waiting for the sheep to show up. Finally does. Have my crosshairs on him. Guide, I do understand their issues with shooting a not a legal sheep. That's a big fine. It's all this patience and smart moves where in some regards these smart moves I don't consider them so smart, but gotta trust your guide, do what he does. It's been a great experience. I would say today's the first day that I've had these kind of frustrations come over me because yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna go after that sheep again tomorrow. No sense if all we do is get up there and he's not legal. Just frustrating as heck. So at this point, I have not seen a legal ram in 6 days. Definitely did not expect this to happen this way, but it is what it is. So on day 7, we had ran out of fuel for the jet boils, so we had to make the 3 to 4 mile trek out to the airstrip to restock. While we were that way, we decided to head up another canyon where Jake had harvested a ram the year before.
We're heading to Middle Mountain on Middle Earth.
We were able to turn up a few sheep, but none were full curl or 8 years old. While we sat there, we got an in-reach message from the lodge telling us that they were going to send another guide our way to provide a second set of eyes. We hustled back to meet them and get ready for day 8. We decided that the ram we had at 440 yards the day before was so close, and with this help with another guide, we would give him one last look. Little did we know what was about to go down on the following day. What's the plan, bro?
Dump an reindeer, hike up this little hill here, and hopefully kill a big old sheep.
What's the plan? What's your plan, Jordan?
Kill sheep.
What's your plan, Luke?
Spotter.
So we're going after this sheep that we could have killed 2 days ago. I think he's worth a second look. We got him bedded up this hill, so we're gonna go after it again. Hopefully we got another set of eyes can judge. So if he's a shooter, it's going down. Day 8. we crested over the summit, we expected to catch the old ram a couple hundred yards underneath us. I thought that in a few short moments, this story would be coming to an end. To our surprise, the big ram was nestled into a hole in the rocks where we could not see him. The smart move was to retreat back to the ridge we came up, set up, and wait for him to feed out that evening. Of course it was a long wait, but with any luck, we would get a good look at him, confirm him legal, and make a well-placed shot. So we've been sitting here for, 3 hours? About an hour. Trying to be patient. It's a difficult thing for me to do. But if he plays according to our plan, he should come out right over here. About 250 yards, we should dump him. So, of course, if the guys give the approval, he's a full girl for 8 years old. Sheep hunting stuff, man, I tell you what, it's patience. Out of nowhere, there he was in all of his glory. He stepped out in an area a little further than we planned on, but I know I can make this shot. The only thing left to do now is determine if this is a legal ram. Once I get the green light, it's go time. All of a sudden I hear somebody whispering my name. I look to my left and see Jake. With a big smile on his face, he gives me the thumbs up. It all comes down to this moment. 8 days, 60 miles, 20,000 vertical feet climbed. If I don't make this shot, he's gone, and chances are out of the area. I practice this distance all the time, but the pressure is real.
Right behind.
Back and low.
Right behind.
Back and low. Just a touch. Watch it.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
I know.
Okay.
Don't shoot again.
He's dumping blood, dude.
You dumping? 2 hits though, right?
Yep.
You got a clear shot, clear background, go for it. You got him. You got a clear shot.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, use a tank.
Ready? Yep.
That done it.
Nice work, dude.
Hey, Cody.
Hell
What
yeah.
are you thinking right now? Hey, Cody, did you get the full experience?
Got the full experience, baby. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Great ram, dude. Stud ram.
Stud ram.
Yeah, you're the man, dude.
You the man, dude. You freaking killed it this week. 8 solid freaking days, man.
Wow, dude.
You ever work for anything that hard?
No. My feet are hamburger.
Right behind.
I know I've been a pain to deal with, but dude, been thinking about this hunt for freaking ever. Oh. Honestly, been like a freaking anxiety stress case for like 3 years over this thing, but oh man, it's like the pinnacle.
You put in a tremendous amount of effort, man. There's not many guys that come up here that could have done what you did. The miles, the vert, you know, the close calls, the no-goes. Man, you hung in there. Most people would have quit by now. Most people would have quit.
Oh, I was frustrated, that's for sure, but oh, there's no way I give up, man.
Well,
Dude, thank you guys.
Yeah.
freaking hammer, brother.
Oh man, dude, I did not do him justice sitting up there, dude.
It's 10.
You're kidding.
6.
No way.
6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
Oh, look at his body, man. Freaking. All right, here's 2020 Dillinger River Outfitters Dall sheep, my first and potentially only Dall sheep, but I couldn't ask for a better way for it to happen. Honestly, I was telling Jake here, my guide, I couldn't have wrote this story any better. I mean, it was 8 days of grinding, summit after summit, packing camp on our back, heavy packs, worn out heels, frustrating calls, me thinking I know everything about sheep hunting, but I tell you what, it has a perfect ending to it. I got a ram of a lifetime. I couldn't have done it without these two, especially Jake. He's been with me every minute that I've been here, and also my buddy Luke, who sacrificed himself down at the bottom, just kind of was keeping eyes on them and could tell us where they went if and when they went somewhere. So he's down there, but couldn't have done it without these guys. Dream come true, and yeah, I look forward to sharing these stories with everybody at home. So,
Congrats.
thank you.
Yep. Hell of a week, man.
Yes, it was.
Thanks for coming prepared and doing all the big, long, hard days to get to this point. You grind hard, man. Like, you worked your ass off this week, so you
Paid off.
Earned it. You earned this thing, man. You covered a lot of country. You probably did
I think we earned
50
it.
some miles.
I always look at it that way, that these animals are everybody that's involved. I think they're, you know, everybody has a piece of this thing, and I think you guys understand that probably more than anybody. So, yeah, couldn't be happier. So.
And to think, this journey all started on a sleepless night watching YouTube hunting videos. It was in that moment that I had the thought of making a dream a reality. This experience was nothing short of amazing. The preparation, the money, and the many miles and vertical feet traveled was what makes this trip so memorable. I want to take this time to express my gratitude. First and foremost, I want to thank my wife. She was nothing but supportive throughout this whole thing. She is the reason I get the opportunity to live out my dreams. I want to thank Dall River Outfitters for being such a high-class outfit. They not only were understanding when I had to cancel in 2019, but the crew they run will go to all lengths to make sure you are taken care of and successful. I want to thank my friends. Their encouraging words were strength when times were tough. Especially Luke Bowers, who took time out of his busy life to come live out this adventure with me. And last but not least, I want to thank my guides Jake and Jordan for laying it all on the line for me. It's always nice to know that you can call your guides friends when it's all said and done. I will never forget this trip to Alaska, and I look forward to sharing these stories with the generations after me.
Your ring.
Do you see Daddy? That's him waving. Go! What did he give you? Cool, guys. I want you to hold me.